Welcome to Barbie's Bitch House.
Hi.
For a second there, I thought I was alone in Barbie's Bitch House. It's okay. It'll be fine. So, last time...
My mind was on slow, and it was just like, you said it, and then I was like, welcome to
that's
Barbie's
what we're doing.
Bitch House.
That's what we're doing tonight, yes. So, last time, they came back from the swamp. We also been people spotting while we've been reading, and we're going to continue doing that. I thought that was mustache bitch. That's what we're going to call
Mal.
her. Yeah, I thought that was Mal. We're trying not to say names just for privacy purposes, but okay.
I like how you did this. I knew immediately who you were talking about. That bitch needed to clean her mustache. Okay. I'm not usually one... Oh, this is chapter 15 back. I'm not usually the one to appreciate the simple beauties of my everyday life, but walking through the town square with Leona gives me a set of eyes. She looks around in wonder at the shops and creatures around her. She's still gorgeous, even in her potato sack dress that she laughed at for 15 minutes, tears falling down her cheeks and crouched over. Everyone gawks at her as we pass, and she looks at me, rolls her eyes, but smiles as if everyone thinks she looks ridiculous, but really I can tell everyone is taken by her. A fire burns deep in my stomach, and I hold on to Leona's hand.
Hand? Yeah. This guy better come walk this way. I want to look at him. I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot we were recording. Oh, damn it, you fucker. You horse fucker. You pig fucker. You're just not coming this way.
It's not the one with the STDs?
I thought it was, but it's not. I think it's a different one.
Okay. A different one with
all
STDs.
of the men on campus are all the same to me.
She smiles at me as if this is a sweet gesture, but really, I just need to know everyone. I just need everyone to know she's mine. And her touch calms me. I would need nothing else in life just to touch her all day. That sounds really gross.
That sounds like...
When we come to a bend, I see Donnie in the distance.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Standing in front of the pub, he waves at us and looks Leona up and down, licking his lips. Blood rushes to my head, and I'm about to break off in a sprint and strangle him. But my thoughts are interrupted by one of Leona's questions. Who is that? Leona whispers to me every few seconds as we pass a new creature. She doesn't seem frightened by any of them, even the chupacabra with his rows of fangs proudly displayed.
The chupacabra.
The chupacabra. I tell myself this is because she's with me. She must know nothing can hurt her while I'm by her side. How does this all stay hidden, she asks in awe. As you can probably tell, we're serious about keeping it a secret. We've had strong relationships with local government for a long time. They keep us a secret and we make it worth their while. How? Some of our members are pretty valuable. For example, we have an alchemist. She nods and looks around, taking everything in. We finally arrive at the clothing shop. A cream-colored cottage with flowers and boxes at the windows.
Cream. I hate that color. It's just, I hate the word cream. It's so gross.
Because cream pie.
Creamy.
When we push the door open, a bell rings from the top of the door and lets Gilda, the fairy godmother, the owner of the store, know we've arrived. Wow, it's beautiful, Leona exclaims. Someone died?
Sorry, someone's getting some flowers.
Leona exclaims as she reaches for a green dress embroidered with pink flowers. Well, hello there! Gilda floats out of the back room, fabric, I can't fucking speak, draped over her shoulder. You must be the human everyone's talking about. She flitters around Leona and examines a lock of her hair. I can see why Beck has taken a liking to you, although I think we could do better in the fashion department. Is this what you came to our village in?
Yep, sure, totally.
Like, all the late guys going to my classroom right now. That's literally the class I'm supposed to be in. Leona laughs nervously. No, the pajamas I showed up are shredded. Gilda gives me a knowing look. I wonder how that happened.
Gilda immediately is like, you got fucked in the woods by the fifth tree, didn't you? Like, just... like, she's done that before.
Y'all done fucked. She's like...
Y'all fucked in the mud.
She turns back to Leona, a smile on her wrinkle-strewn face. No bother, dear. Let's get you into the back. I'll whip you up some clothing that fits you like a glove. She leads Leona back, and I step forward to follow. No. You can stay out here and wait. It'll be a surprise.
A surprise. I have to keep making sure this shit's recording because I will not have another deletion. If it gets deleted again, we're done.
Panic encases me and my heartbeat pounds in my chest. Leona touches my arm lightly. It's okay. I'll be right back. My fear melts a bit. Okay, I try to stay calmly, but it comes out more strained than I would prefer. I take a seat at the bench by the window, pressing my palms together in an effort to suppress my nerves. I shoot open the bell chimes, and someone enters the store. Beck, how you doing, buddy? I stand up and peer over the counter to see Winston LaRue. Winston is a kind and reserved fellow. He's one of the youngest wizards in the village, and he's without a long white beard and flowing robes.
I thought it was going to be like Donnie again. I was like,
I kind of thought there was going to be a thing where, like, because this guy, they talk about how he's kind of like, okay, before we read the ending, which everyone, if you've been this far, we know that we accidentally deleted a bunch of episodes.
yeah.
But so, I originally thought that this guy was going to be like they were going to try to set him up with Leona because he's kind of like a human, sort of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. There is a third book that revolves just around the wizards, so that's possible. We're never getting that far, but I mean,
we should look it up on the internet without having to buy the book and then be like, tell me a summary.
Honestly, no, literally. There's like a bind-up of all three of these.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I've had enough. A bundle. They're like, here you go. Here's the whole story. The whole onion.
He's muscular and tall and likes to wear more modern clothes. I wouldn't say we're friends. We only ever talk at town meetings, but he is tolerable enough. Hi, Winston. I'm fine. I give a pained grin and sit back down. Leona yelps from the back room and I burst back up ready to charge when I hear her and Gilda giggle. I unclench my fists and breathe out. Winston chuckles. I see you're here with the lady, huh?
Oh.
Yes, I look at him, my jaw clenched. Winston strides closer to me and whispers, I'm glad I caught you here. I've been meaning to talk to you about something since the town meeting the other day. I snort, and barely paying attention to him. I could tell you care for this human. My focus snaps to his words at the mention of my human. My Leona. Yes. God damn it.
My precious. Ew, imagine this bit G-Spot Fairy writes Gollum porn. The G stands for Gollum. Gollum wrote this book.
Okay. Winston gives me the wide-eyed look and like he can sense my aggression at the surface. It's just I wanted to let you know that I have a potion to wipe her memory. I know none of the old-timers are going to mention it to you. I guess we all kind of thought you just liked eating humans, and that's why you had your job, but I wanted to let you know there's another way. What? My stomach drops. I grab Winston by his collar and raise him in the air. He yelps and fear is in his wide eyes. If you wanted to let the woman go, you could just give her the potion and she would forget everything she saw here. Does anyone else know about this? I snarl. The wizards do, but they don't really care about the humans. They would never mention it. Good. I put him down and pat his shoulders. I want you to keep the news about this between the two of us. Got it? Yeah, of course. No problem, man. He laughs nervously. I just wanted you to know, just in case. Why don't you get out of here? I open the door and motion for him to walk through. But my pants, you know what? I'll get them another time. Good seeing you. I slam the door behind him and watch him jumpily walk down the street. Did someone drop by? Gilda asks as she flies out from the back. Oh, it was just some kids. I attempt to explain more, but stop once I see Leona emerge. She's wearing a white flowy dress with sleeves that fall off her shoulders. Pieces of her hair frame her face, but most of it is up in a delicate arrangement. Her waist is cinched, and even through the skirt hangs loosely, I can see her curves. It's like she was chiseled from marble.
That guy's back of his head looks like a whole bush of pubes.
Oh, God damn it, it does. She's too perfect for words, and that's why when I try to say something, I come up short. My mouth just hangs open as I examine every inch of her. Leona smiles as she walks towards me.
Imagine it's like that Patrick meme where he's like... You're like, I've had news.
I'm in a need. Okay. Well, what do you think? Gilda asks, clearly very proud of herself. When Leona gets close enough, I pull her into me, crouching down to hear her. I think that I would take you here if it weren't so worried all the townspeople looking in would want to partake as well. Because everyone wants human pussy, apparently. Beck! She yells in a whisper before turning to Gilda.
Yells in a whisper.
Beck. He said he liked it. She looks at me and shakes her head. I knew he would. Now I have a few more skirts, blouses, and pants for you in a bag at the front. She snaps her fingers and it appears at the register. Let me get you on your way. It seems you two will really be rather busy the rest of the day. She winks before flying toward the back. Leona hits me. You need to cut it out. She definitely thinks I'm your fucking sex slave. What? You didn't mention how much you loved riding my dick this morning? I whisper, but probably a little too loudly.
They need to learn to fucking act.
Shut up, she whispers but smirks. Can you just chill until we get back home? I'm trying to make a good impression. Home. I know she probably didn't mean it, but it sounds so good coming from her lips. Winston's revelation wrestles around in my head, but seeing her so beautiful and hearing her admit to my cottage as her home, I can't tell her. She's mine. She has to stay with me.
I feel like Leona's vagina is named Leah, and when it says her lips say it, it's actually her vagina talking. Home.
Sounds like fucking Tally.
Home. A Tally. Oh, not Tally. Oh my god. Chapter 16, Leona. I've never imagined that I would enjoy the slow lifestyle. I've spent so much of my adult life struggling in LA.
Because she's just on the struggle bus.
I know, boo fucking who. And then once I wasn't struggling anymore, I was going from event to event every day. The busyness of my life never allowed me to be alone with my thoughts, which I enjoyed. Since my short time at the silent retreat and now living in the desolate cottage, not college.
That is so gross.
Ew, what is that? Ew! The busyness of my life, desolate cottage. I lost my spot because of how much that fucking grossed me out. This guy had like warts on his face. With Beck. I've had a lot of time to think. In fact, probably too much time. I tried to keep myself busy with gardening, journaling, taking long walks, and sex. Yes. Lots.
Sex.
And lots of sex. I used to think that I would be happy if I could get off a few times a week. Now it feels like I don't have some part of Beck's body inside of me every few hours. I will die. Ew.
I will die.
It's like, oh, his fucking elbows in my pussy. We don't just have sex, to be fair.
Fuck.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We don't just have sex. We do anal. We do butt stuff or some shit. We've spent a lot of time together doing house chores, playing little games, and talking. Beck seems to have as much childhood trauma as me, maybe even more. He won't reveal all of it, but it sounds like he grew up most of his life all alone. Both of his parents died when he was young, and the reason seems like a touchy subject. I've never been so intimate with someone. I definitely wasn't this close with Lawrence. I spent so much time telling myself that passion and intimacy weren't necessary for a good life or a good marriage. Now I'm not so sure. Passion and intimacy wasn't necessary for a good marriage. Are you fucking kidding me, Leona? This is why being alone in my thoughts is so terrifying. What?
It's farting. That's the joke. Like the baby's shitting themselves.
I'm gonna read it out loud for the listeners. When your baby grunts in the car seat and you hear the sound of a hippo stomping on a bagpipe filled with chili. He won't reveal all of it, but it sounds like he grew up most of his life all alone. Both his parents died when he was young, and the reason seems like a touchy subject. No!
I'm sorry.
You keep thinking I'm shitting because you're projecting. I'm a psych major, so I know you're projecting your shit onto my shit. And you think my shit is your shit, but that's not how the shit works. Anyways. I love how it didn't pause.
Oh, I was trying to turn it down.
Whore. Anyways. I've never been... Ooh, that guy just... right in the spot. I definitely wasn't this close with Lawrence. I spent so much time telling myself... Hold on. What if I actually like my life here? And what if I actually have real feelings for Beck? Today, Beck has decided it's time to cut a whole city's worth of wood. Wood. I spent a good hour watching him.
She's such a fucking pick-me.
I hate her. I spend a good hour watching him as he throws an axe over his head, his muscles tensing, and then brings it down to cut the log in half. It's so hot, I want to pretend that log is my pussy. That didn't say that. I seriously almost have to start... Oh, Maddie. I almost have to start touching myself so I can think clearly. Girl, me when I'm watching a man cut wood, it makes my pussy wet, apparently. I probably could demand that he take a break and fuck me, but I'm already pretty sore from this morning session.
You better take a break and fuck me.
He better take a break and fuck me.
Just this one more chapter.
Yeah, and then we're out of here. My body needs a few more hours. I informed Beck that I'll be taking a dip in the spring. He swears that it's safe to swim in, and although I'm usually terrified of secluded bodies of water, what else is there to do? When I get to the spring, I pull my casual knit dress over my head and place it on a rock. Beck says that although no... Oh, God. I'm just... all the parts are coming up. Beck said that although people in the town know of the spring, no one ever visits. Hopefully, a leech won't crawl into my vagina. I dive in, letting the coolness burn my senses until I finally get used to it. I try not to focus on how deep the water is and float on my back, staring up the cloudless blue sky. Peace settles over me, and I think the only thing missing at this moment is my ogre. A rustle comes from the woods at the edge of the clearing. Fuck! We're remembering it.
We're like, the PTSD, we're like...
we know it's coming. Coming. Oh, wow, we have like 70 pages left, and then we're done. Damn, yeah, we're trying to get through this shit, y'all. A rustle comes from the woods at the edge of the clearing. Beck must have heard my silent wish and has come to claim me in his pool. It's his mission to defile me on every inch of his property. I was wondering if you'd come find me. I'm smiling, sitting at the edge, waiting for Beck to appear from the brush. Except it isn't Beck who appears, or emerges. Oh, just the person I'd hope to find alone someday. Out walks a creature who has the torso of a man and the lower half of a horse. A centaur. I've seen them in movies, in storybooks, but never imagined they could be real. He has long curly blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, and is without a shirt, revealing a muscular torso. The horse half of him is brown without a blonde tail. The horse half of him is brown with a blonde tail. I scream, ah! Not because he's frightening, but because I'm naked. I cover my chest and sink deeper into the water, hoping it can provide me some covering. Even though the water is so clear, I'm sure everything shows. He chuckles. No need to be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm a friend of Beck's. This doesn't calm me. Okay, cool, dude, but I'm naked right now. Can you leave? Relax. In this community, we're very comfortable with nakedness. Hey, I'm not wearing any clothes right now either. That doesn't make me feel any more comfortable. I gave him a death stare, floating towards the center. He shakes his head. You're right. I'm sorry. I've started on the wrong hoof. He scoops down and picks up my dress from the rock. Why don't you come on out and get changed? I bet you'd like some company besides the ogre. He smiles a pearly white grin and offers me my dress. Great, now the guy is holding my only way out of being naked. I slowly swim over to the edge, watching him cautiously. I snatch the dress out of his hand and run behind a shrub, yanking my clothing overhead. The centaur laughs. So what's your name? You're quite a mystery around town. Leona, I call from behind my brush. Yours? I'm Donnie. I'm surprised Beck hasn't mentioned me. I'm his one and only friend. Yeah, he's never said anything about you before. I walk closer to him while wringing out my hair. Donnie's eyes trail down my body, and I suddenly feel naked again. He scoffs. Figures, he's so secretive about things. Yeah, I know he is. I feel a little guilty about agreeing with Donnie. I'm not sure why. Ever since both of his parents died, he's been a recluse. Did he tell you how it happened? Donnie removes the distance between us and lounges against a fallen tree trunk, tucking his horse legs underneath him. Calling somebody's legs horse legs is
He's literally a centaur.
I know, but calling someone's, like, if he wasn't a centaur and you just called a man's legs horse legs. Oh, look at your horse legs.
Because, you know, the horse...
Yeah.
There's no, like, horse...
I feel inclined to sit next to him. Although I have a bad feeling about this guy, I can't resist the urge to know more. It's his horse dick. It's hypnotizing her.
Oh, no. Not the horse weenie.
Horse wiener. No, he didn't tell me how they died. Horse weenie?
Not the horse wiener.
No, he didn't tell me how they died. Just the did when he was young. Oh, man, it's a rough story. He rests his head on his hand. Well, we used to not be so concerned about our privacy. Or, if we want to be fancy and British, privacy. Beck's parents lived on the edge, but not necessarily to protect us. One day, a young boy stumbled past the signs in the gates. Beck's mom felt bad for the kid and tried to help him find his way back home. I guess the kid's dad wasn't too far behind and shot Beck's mom. I forgot about this shit. Do you remember the trauma dump part, Maddie? His mom got fucking shot. and shot Beck's mom. Beck's dad heard the commotion and ran out to find his wife with her head blown off. He chuckles a bit, which is creepy. His dad killed the boy's dad. But after a few days, he was so depressed about his wife, he took the very same gun that killed her and shot himself in his own head. Beck was the one who found him. Ugh, this is making me wet. My God, that's horrible. Tears are welling in the corner of my eyes. No wonder Beck has always stayed alone. No wonder this community is so afraid of humans. Donnie waves his hand as if dismissing the thought. Yeah, but I guess ogres are more conditioned to deal with that kind of stuff. They're always killing and torturing. I thought that you said you guys were best friends. It doesn't seem like you know him very well. I lean back, starting to realize my initial intuition about this guy is right. He laughs a deep belly laugh and then wipes the corner of his eyes. Oh, that's so cute. Your Stockholm Syndrome has already developed only after a week. You don't know anything about me, or Beck for that matter. I yell and start to stand up, but before I can, Donnie grabs my arm. I need to take a drink. Hold up. He pulls me toward him. How about I show you what it feels like to be with a real magical being instead of that...
A real magical being.
A real magical being. I'm not like other donkeys. How about I show you what it feels like to be with a real magical being instead of that smelly ogre? Let go of me! I yell, and Donnie covers my mouth with his other hand. Wow, you're a handful. No wonder Beck wanted to keep you to himself. He removes his hand and smashes his lips against mine. That's not a sexy way to say that. Smashes his lips against mine. That just sounds like it hurts. I keep my mouth clenched, but every part of him is strong. His tongue inches into my mouth. I feel like her teeth are like grit, and his tongue is like trying to like wiggle through her teeth, trying to break into her mouth. He's like, let me in. I struggle against his grip. I struggle under his grip, but he moves me against the fallen tree trunk. His horse body is seated. His human torso is pressed against me. His hands start to wander, one reaching for my breast while the other travels under my dress. Ooh, fucking Dr. Seuss core. There's a small amount of release of pressure from his mouth, and I turn my head to the side and scream as loud as I can. Ah! Oh, Maddie. Oh, Maddie. Donnie's hand darts to my mouth, and his other reaches for his giant penis.
His giant penis.
Stretching from his horse half. Peener, not even a meat.
Peenor explosion chamber.
Peenor, don't turn me into marketable plushies. Peenor! Peenor! His other reaches for his giant penis. Stretching from his horse half. Not even a minute later, I can hear Beck's thunderous steps running through the forest.
Thunderous steps. That one meme.
Now I have context for it, because you showed it to me yesterday. I mean, last episode, totally. I love how we pretend.
For people watching, it's called the Kingpin meme.
The Kingpin meme.
Yeah.
I hear Beck's thunderous steps. Donnie looks up and releases me. Uh-oh, he's gonna get his ass beat.
Uh-oh.
This chapter fucking stinks. I remember how much this chapter stinks.
Fucking stinks.
It smells in here. No, they're just, like, arguing, and they're being men, and it's gross. Donnie looks up and releases me. I scramble from under him just as Beck swings through the clearing, only taking a second to assess the scene, and then charges at Donnie. Beck grabs Donnie by the neck and slams him toward the ground. Hey, man, chill. I was just playing around.
Chill out, man.
You shouldn't be the only one to have all the fun with the community prisoner. Beck smashes his fist into Donnie.
The community pussy.
The pussy all around the town. Beck smashes his fist into Donnie's face. Blood spurts across his nose. Leona is mine. He repeats after each punch across Donnie's jaw. At first, I just watch, honestly overjoyed that this prick is getting the beating he deserves. Oh, you know she's turned on by this. But then I notice the amount of blood splashing on Beck's face and think I should intervene. Although I don't mind seeing the guy dead, I feel like it might have some consequences we wouldn't want to deal with. Beck! I yell, but Beck's proclamation to ownership over me is too loud. I get closer. Beck! This time he whips around. I'm imagining when he whips around, his dick slaps her in the face. And this time he whips around, blood covering his entire front side. Oh, it's totally on his dick. His eyes are dark and crazed. I think that's good. I lean over to see Donnie's face, bloodied and mangled, but his chest rises and falls. He's still alive. Beck steadies his breath, looking down at Donnie. I touch his arm, and his other swings over and grabs me.
You want to see a younger picture of my boyfriend? With not long hair.
I was about to say, who's that fag?
Did you not notice him?
No. Because he didn't have a beard. Okay. Did he hurt you? Where'd he touch you? Fuck! I should kill him. I can't stand the fact that someone else touched you. He's such a gross motherfucker. He hovers over me and I back up, leading us away from Donnie's unconscious body. It's okay. This reminds me of, like, this isn't like you. Like when like we're trying to talk down a school shooter. This isn't like you. Look at me. It's okay. I'm fine, really. You came just in time. I try to soothe, but it doesn't seem to be working. You're mine. You were made for me. How could he not see that? He pulls up my dress and starts ripping it from the middle. Bitch, stop ripping up her fucking clothes. You're up to buy more.
Yeah. How much fucking money did he spend at the clothes shop?
This dress was just made. I'd be fucking pissed. Beck, we're breaking up. I'm leaving. You broke my dress. He pulls up my dress and starts ripping it from the middle. You're mine. Only mine. He wants to claim me. I can see it in his eyes. He's going to devour me. He grabs my exposed body and holds me in his arms, bringing me up to his face. I kiss his lips, tasting the blood of another man, a man that tried to defile me. And electricity runs through my veins and in my pussy. Beck can hardly control himself. He's kissing me as if he's starved. That's the second time that fucking analogy has been used. That is... when I'm thinking of, like, kissing someone and it being all sexy, I'm not thinking, I'm hungry. Or, like, kissing someone like I want to eat them. Reminds me of that chapter where it talks about Dahmer shit. It's like, this is some Dahmer shit. He grabs my exposed body and holds me in his arms. Beck can hardly control himself. He's kissing me as if he's starved. He finally comes up for air, gets to his knees, and lays me on the ground, only feet away from Donnie's battered and unconscious body. I fucking hope that prick can hear when I fuck you and you screaming my name. He rips his shorts off, revealing his manhood, hard as stone. That means he got hard by beating Donnie's ass. I never knew...
he's a sadist.
He's a sadist. Ugh. I never knew seeing someone covered in someone else's blood could turn me on so much. I want him to impale me, and I'm already wet enough to take him. Take me, I'm yours! I moan, but Beck grabs my legs and throws them over his shoulders.
Sorry.
His face meets my core, and his tongue licks up and down. He comes up for a breath. You taste like man. He moans and then I thought it was going to say, you taste like lunch.
You taste like lime. That sounds really fucking weird.
You taste like lime. You taste like key lime pie.
You're tasting like lime.
You taste like sunshine dust. Have you seen that meme?
Yes. Okay.
Ooh, you but come today. You taste like salt and poo. It's almost over. You taste like salt and poo. He moans and then buries his face back into me, swirling his tongue up and down. And then and then focuses in on my clit. It only takes a few seconds before my body is clenching, my nerves sputtering off with pleasure. Like a fucking car that won't start. When my body stills, Beck looms over me. His face is still painted in blood, except for around his mouth. I want you to let him know how much you want me. Tell the whole world that your cunt was made for me. Or as we should say, a French shriveled pear was made for me.
Can you imagine if we were reading this in the library in that booth?
They're like, excuse me? He orders me and then sticks in one of his fingers. You're already ready for me. Good girl. He positions his cock at my entrance.
Yeah.
Number 3. And thrusts into me. Ow! Without hesitating. There's that bitch yesterday. They always park next to us when we're reading porn. She knows.
Okay, just keep going.
He positions his cock at my entrance and thrusts into me without hesitating with the need to claim me. He's not taking his time. He pounds me hard. You thrust. Our thrust. Mine thrust. He repeats over and over. I feel myself coming undone again. I'm yours, Beck! I yell as loud as I can. Beck pulses inside of me, feeling me. His thrust becomes lower. His thrust becomes slower, and he leans over to my ear. I love you. Oh, fuck. And that is the end of chapter...
No. All I can think about is like a grandma in church, and they're like, hallelujah! Like throwing their shit, or like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But like that.
Yes,
But like
yes.
that. Yes!
Jesus. So that is the end of this episode. Bye, people. We'll be back whenever we're back.